What is up guys, it's Cal, and in this video we'll be taking a look at housing coming in Midnight. Beta was just released a couple days ago and the upcoming expansion has a whole slew of new content to go over. So let me know if you like this type of content and I might continue it. Or not, but anyways, let's take a look at player housing. So starting off here, they added this nifty tutorial section in the UI. This will take you directly to housing when you click start tutorial. There's a lot of different items you can get, many from achievements and raids. There's also a surprising amount that you start off with, which you'll see towards the end when I make my house. I'm not sure if all of what you start off with will be there on live, or if that's just because I have a lot of achievements, or if they just gave it to us since it's the beta. But anyways, getting started here, when you start the tutorial for your house, it will hearth you to the housing location, which is called Founder's Point. Now, the Horde and Alliance housing zones are different. They have different aesthetics to them. So I'll obviously be showing the Alliance's point of view. I think the Horde's is called Razorwind Shores, or it's something similar to that. So with that being said, when you port to your housing location, you'll only be surrounded by players of your faction, which I mean makes total sense. And this zone does have multiple flight paths, although you can fly around it, so it's whatever your preference is. The first quest has you go to the town square to start your housing journey. This area will allow you to purchase items for your house and also craft some, but we will see more of that in just a little bit. The follow-up quest then has you fly around the zone to familiarize yourself and pick a plot of land for your house. So looking on the map, there's a lot of little house icons for you to pick from. If they have a little swirl house icon on them, then that plot of land is taken. Picking your first house is obviously free, but then moving your house locations after picking costs 1,000 gold. Not sure if that's how it will be on live, but that's what it is on the beta as of right now. Eventually I was able to pick a house in this remote location in the woods. It's quaint, it's small, but it gets the job done. Also, the door is on the wrong side of the house. Facing the wrong way, but you can change that. It's not a big deal. The next quest has you enter your house and it introduces you to customization. So it starts off with a fireplace in it and there's a few boxes, but it wants you to remove all of them by clicking on them and then hitting R. Then place 4 pieces of decoration to get used to the UI. So I picked a floor mat by the door, which counted as 2 pieces of decor for whatever reason. I then placed a bed down, and then I placed a chair in the corner facing the bed. Anyways, all this stuff you can of course remove without penalty, but the next quest has you go back to the town square to see the vendors that sell you customization options for your house. Before doing that, I decided to change the layout of the outside of my house, which included putting all of these towers and windows on the outside. It's beautiful, if you ask me. It's not an eyesore at all, but at least the door is facing the right way now. Anyways, back at the town square, there is an alchemist trainer as well as a dye station that anyone seems to be able to use. You don't need alchemy, but alchemists can create dye for the various objects in your house to, of course, change them color. The quest then has you visit some smugglers that are on the outskirts of the isle to see other customization options you can purchase. All of these items are just purchased with gold, by the way. At least that's how it is now. But then the quest leads you to speak to an NPC in the town square to unlock a new room type, which is a medium square room. So what you'll see in a minute is that there is a lot of customizations with the home. This includes different rooms that you can add, also upstairs areas that you can add to your house as well. You just need to level up your housing, level that up to unlock the different room sizes as well as being able to add them to your house. And you level up your housing level by just doing various tasks around the town square that are given to you. Also, as you can see, there are various neighborhoods that you can choose from if you want to live by your friends and whatnot. But now I'm going to teleport back to my house. Just click a single button, hearths you there. And then also whenever you do hearth to your house, you can click that same button again to teleport back to where you hearthed from. So it's pretty nice. But anyways, I'm going to now decorate my house and we'll see how it goes. So cue the montage.
Got a plotting as a rope, no roof, no door. A patch of grass where the dragons roll. My bag's full of loot, but my home's still poor. Crafting dreams while I'm fighting this war. Blueprints in my head, stacking gold on the side. Orca elf, it don't matter, let the hammers collide. From storm window or grimmer, a wheel ride. Building kingdoms where our legends reside. Lay the bricks, stack the stone. Turn this land into my throne. Echoes of my grind now carved in bone. Build a dream, make it yours. Forge the walls, paint the floors. Hearthstone back when the battle's done. World of Warcraft, now my home's begun. Now my home's begun. Now my home's begun. Got a fountain with a gryphon that spits out light. A table for my guild when we feast all night. Walls high like the cliffs and 1,000 needles height. This is home, now the grind feels right. Every tile tells a story, every chair's got a tale. From the mines of deep home to the ashen veil. A space to call mine, through the quests I prevail. Even Deathwing couldn't make this house derail.
And now here I am with my new home. We got the front door, the doormat, didn't change the doormat from before. Now, just to preface, only had so much to work with because I've just started out the interior home decorating. So I can't make any like huge house or anything like that. So this is the main room. Pretty empty, as you can see. Like I said, I only had so much to work with. I want to make like a second floor and all that, but you can't have like multiple stories. I mean, you can, but when you're first starting out, it's hard to make a house with multiple stories because you can only have so many rooms, and every room takes up like X amount of spaces. Like a big room might be considered 5 spaces, and your house can only hold 16. Whatever. I have this octagon room right here. I put some windows for some lighting. Obviously need a night elf glaive right there. Decided to put this war map. I guess that's what this is. A couple of chairs, mat under it, Onyxia, of course, have to have Onyxia head. Got some other animals hanging from my house that I guess I've hunted. I don't know the specifics on all that. Got a nice chandelier up here. Little I don't know what this is. This is just a table with a couple books on it. I put Pandaren, folding out whatchamacallit behind it. Table, rug, chairs. Nice. This is some Draenei something I decided to put on my house just to fill up wall space. And then to the left here is the kitchen area. So this is obviously the kitchen table. I only have so many chairs, so I put this, I got this bench that I'm sitting on backwards, apparently. Okay, can I sit on it? Nope, I've put it backwards. Okay, I've now found that out. Chairs, rug. This is just for show. Can't actually eat it. Put a nice furnace in my house. Got a little candle up there. Got this what do you call it? Beer making keg. Got a bag of barley next to it. That's actually a pillow, but don't tell anyone. A couple of crates. Maybe they have stuff in them. Maybe they don't. Just a little chest on there. This little hanging rack. Like I've shown earlier, you can scale down the items. So I put just a couple of crates up there. Scale them way down. Make them look like they're something. I don't know. It's just for show, obviously. And then go into the bedroom. Large room here. Got this rug, put these 2 candles here. Yeah, put this random, I only had like 2 rugs, I think, that you start out with. So I put this rug just in the middle of my room. Night elf chandelier. Had this obviously more night elf themed because I am a night elf. Got a little bookshelf here. Got some books sitting on the ground for show. I don't know, I thought the scroll thing looked pretty cool, so I hung it on the wall. Windows next to the bed. I like the big circular beds, so put one of those there. Painting of Suramar. That, my guess is that is Suramar. I just noticed it also clips through the wall. Might need to change that. This corner has, it's like a table, put a little backpack on it, chest in the corner, wardrobe. It'd be kind of cool if, and I'm sure that they have this or they would add this, but you know, transmog, you know, put like a transmogger. Wardrobes are transmog, you know, I can transmog my gear with a wardrobe is what I'm saying. That would make a lot of sense. And then I put this random table in the corner, little tea on it. Oh, I can interact with this candle. Okay, it just like turns it off and on. And then chair. And then yeah, this, I mean, room's pretty empty. I just decided to put this little crate in the corner with this other basket. That's supposed to be actually a drain eye chandelier. Scaled it way down, turned it 180 degrees. I thought it looked kind of nifty, like some knickknack. So I set it on the chest. And this chest right there. But that's it, that's my house. And we can look at the layout here. Yep, so octagon room, medium. Put a little tiny square room for the kitchen. And those are actually closets, you know, believe it or not. And this is what I was talking about in the top right. I can have 24. And it kind of tells you right here what each room, you know, how many spaces it takes up. So stairwell room takes up 7 spaces in the house. So the octagon, the medium octagon is 8. Tiny square room is 2. Both of the closets are 1. And then the square room, the medium square room is 12. So that's actually the most. And yeah, so that's my house. It's quaint. It's comfy. Missing a lot of stuff, but you know, just starting out, so I don't have a lot of stuff. But that's it. That's the housing overview. A lot of customization with it, which is great. I think that's what they really wanted to hit home with this, is that you know, wouldn't really be super cookie cutter. Although obviously I'm sure you could look up, you know, cool house designs, World of Warcraft house designs, and you know, copy whatever you want, but or get inspiration. But yeah, a lot of customization because you can change the scale of stuff. You can rotate it around. I actually wanted to put doors. This is one, I guess, bug I noticed, unless I'm just really stupid. I tried to put doors going into my bedroom. So since this doorway is big and I can't change the size of this doorway, I put a double door in, and you can't have like a right door. So if that makes any sense. So like they would both open opposite ways. You can rotate them and turn them around, but it just wasn't the same. But anyways guys, that's the entire video of the housing overview for WoW. I really like it. I think it's really good addition to the game. And yeah, you guys let me know what what you think of it. If you have any cool house designs, anything cooler I could have added to my house, let me know. Yell at me. Let me hear it. You can also interact with these. Any candle. I guess any candle you can just interact with. Some cool things which I already mentioned that you know, I think would be really cool to have in the house. Obviously like chests as a bank, you know, be able to access your bank. Wardrobes for transmog. You know, maybe if you get real nifty, real out there, auction house. Have a couple NPC auction houses in your, in your house. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like on it. You can sub to the channel for more videos like this, and I will see you all in the next video.
Got a potting as a rope, no roof, no door. A patch of grass where the dragons roll. My bag's full of loot, but my home's still poor. Crafting dreams while I'm fighting this war. Blueprints in my head, stacking gold on the side. Orca elf, it don't matter, let the hammers collide. From storm window or grimmer, a wheel ride, building kingdoms where our legends reside.